Okay, girls, so we all know that when it's time to slay a wig, you gotta make sure that the actual texture of the hair is on point. It's not tangling, it's not shedding. You wanna make sure them knots are bleached, that hairline, that frontal is on point, and I think I found the perfect remedy for you. Now, this one's gonna come courtesy of Ririhair. They sent over this gorgeous package. You get an info card that tells you all about your new wig. They gave you your bobby pins, this really cool brush with these bristles, a wig cap, and it came all wrapped nicely with some tissue paper. Now, one thing I did notice, there was a gray strand of hair. A lot of times I've been told that means that the hair is super virgin. This is the inside of the wig. As you guys can see, they've bleached the knots for you. They've added an elastic band. They gave you your comb in the back, your adjustable straps. They gave you everything you needed, and it's pre-plucked. So basically, if you're someone who is a beginner and you don't like to do all these steps, look, you have your elastic band and it comes with adjustable knobs, so that way you can attach it exactly where you need it. I attached mine to the tightest it can go. I also went ahead and adjust the straps to the tightest they can go. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the lace in the back. Now, I picked these small scissors up from Target, and they're basically like, I guess, grooming scissors. And these have been a dream to work with as far as cutting my lace. I don't know why it took me so long to get a pair. And if you want to purchase a pair for yourself, you know I have them linked down below. So basically, when you're cutting your lace, you kind of just want to go as close as possible. As I told you guys, this wig is already pre-plucked and the knots are pre-bleached. So I didn't feel the need to wait till I put the wig on to go ahead and cut the lace off. I already knew I wasn't going to pluck or tweeze anything off. So as you guys can see, I'm cutting as close to the hairline as possible. I know I've gotten questions in the past, why didn't you cut closer? Why did you leave so much? Well, that right there is baby hair. There's actually hair there. It's just plucked enough so that it's nice and thin, so that when you make your baby hair, it won't be too dense. But I'm basically cutting right in front of where the first knots that I see, the first hair that I see is. And this is what you get. It's not too boxy, and as you guys can see, the lace looks gorgeous. So I'm going to co-wash this one. I'm going to use the Tresemme. This one is the Luxurious Moisture. If you want a deep condition, silicone mix is my favorite. And if you want something with a little extra hydration, this is the Hello Hydration from Herbal Essence. These are three of my go-tos at the moment. These are pretty much three staples that have been around in my collection and I always repurchase for years if you're just looking for amazing conditioners. I also love Aussie Moist. Anything that is moisturizing will work great. So I just take the brush and I kind of just want to detangle and make sure that everything is, you know, tangle free. I want to see if the hair is going to tangle, it's going to shed. I want to see what it's going to do. And this is the amount of hair that I got out. This is a brand new brush, so that's not bad at all. So I'm just going to take a couple pumps of my conditioner. Now, the reason I'm co-washing is because I don't think the hair is necessarily dirty, but I do want to, you know, give it a nice rinse to make sure that if there's anything that happened during packaging or in the factory, I kind of rinse all of that out, add a little bit of moisture since this is a textured wig, and, you know, get it popping. Now, you guys can see that lace is super duper on point. There isn't all this hair clumped up in the sink, which means I have a pretty good wig. And all I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to take her and let her begin to air dry on the mannequin head, and you'll see that I'm going to add product and all of that. If you're interested, this one is virgin Brazilian hair. She's 18 inches and she is 150% density. Now that we have her on the wig head, I'm just going to take that Hello Hydration. Now, this one is very, very moisturizing. If you're going to do a silk press, I wouldn't recommend co-washing with this one just because it is very, very moisturizing to the point that it might weigh it down. Since it's pre-plucked, I'm going to just take one of these eyebrow razors that I love. I went ahead and bought a bunch in bulk from Amazon because you guys know I am extra. And I didn't pluck or tweeze anything. I just literally separated the hair that I wanted to use as baby hair. And I went ahead around and just trimmed it down super duper short. I would say about 1/4 of an inch is, you know, what I like. Think about your baby hair and how short it is. For most of us, our baby hair is super duper 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 short. And that's pretty much how I wanted it, you know, for this look. And I'm just going around section to section, side to side, and trimming it down. And of course, this is just me styling it, but of course, I go in and I customize it even more when the wig is on my head. I'm in love with the way this looks. Now, if you want it to look a little bit more skin-like, I would say you could go in and tint the lace, but this is going to look amazing on me, and you'll see in just a moment. As far as the wig goes, there was one little part where the bleach did get a little bit through the knots, but it's not bad. It's literally like you can't tell. After styling, I went ahead and let the wig dry a little bit while I went ahead and did my makeup, and this is what she looks like on. She's ready to go. All I need to do is swoop the baby hairs. So as you guys can see, I just wanted you guys to see the elastic band is actually a functional elastic band. I adjusted it to the tightest that it can go, and you guys can see, I'm pretty sure very clear that it is not too tight by any means, but it's fitting snug so that my wig will fit snug. I did not even add any Got2b glue, which was an amazing slime. I didn't even realize that I didn't add any Got2b glue. Like, I put it on and it never dawned on me to go ahead and bond it down. That's how perfectly this one fits on my hairline, and as you guys can see, it's super perfect. Now I did manipulate it a little bit, so the ends do need a little bit more moisture. Off camera, I'm just going to add a little bit of mousse and water to go ahead and, you know, give it a little bit more of a definition at the very ends. I went ahead and turned that ponytail into a donut bun on top, and I think it looks perfect. Now I started to use the foam motion to do my baby hair. This has been my staple for so long, and for some reason I haven't been liking the way it's been doing my baby hair. So I went back to my edge control and I kind of switched up how I did my baby hairs. I did them in smaller, tighter swoops. Now if baby hair is not your thing, this is definitely a wig that you'll be able to pull off a more natural look. You can kind of just do the swoops on the side and make them a little bit thinner by tweezing, and then just X-nay on the one in the center. That way you kind of have some kind of camouflage going on for your lace, but you don't have too much. It's all about preference. Okay, so these are the final results. I love the way it came out. I got a little bit of light shedding, not too crazy, but I absolutely love this wig for the simple fact that it is completely ready to go straight out of the box. Now I did co-wash it out of preference just to kind of show you the wave pattern. I know a lot of times when I show you guys a wig and I style it, you guys want to know how it is going to be after it's wet, after it's washed. I usually don't feel like a wig needs to be washed with shampoo, more so just co-wash, especially if it's a natural texture straight out of the box. But if you are afraid of like germs or whatever, definitely go in one time with a shampoo. My favorite thing about this wig is that it was literally ready to go. They gave you an elastic band, they bleached the knots, it was pre-plucked. Literally everything you needed to pretty much have a pop-in wig without even being an expert on how to slay wigs. Other than that, I don't have any complaints. The great thing about getting textured hair like this is that you really don't have to worry about style. Like I said, whatever product that you have, you can just work with it. I'll use like my conditioners that I showed you guys. I'll just use water, a serum, a shine spray, a mousse, literally whatever I have. This is some really good hair, so you can pretty much use anything to style it. In a combination with water. And then to wear for bedtime, it's really simple. You can just put it in a small bun or a low bun. You can put it in 2 braids, you can put it in 4 braids, you can put it in twists. Literally just experiment and see what works with you. For you, for example, for me, I kind of would do like 2 twists on each side and then kind of pin them up and just put the whole thing in the bonnet. Because it is a wavy texture and I kind of want to keep the wave that it has, a twist will complement this better. Whereas if I kind of wanted it to be more crinkly and crimped, I would do braids. But, you know, that's just me. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Ririhair. Again, use promo code Ashley at checkout to get $15 off. All the details on this one are linked down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.